Hi friends, this is Narsimara Erramnini. Today we are discussing important topic in states of matter. Okay, in previous classes already we discussed what is gas laws, what are the intramolecular forces present in molecules in different states of substances, okay, and ideal gas equation. Okay, all these are discussed in previous classes. In this class, now we discuss about what is real gas, what is ideal gas, why real gas deviates from ideal gas equation, and what is the van der Waals gas equation, how van der Waals derive new equation from this ideal gas equation. Okay, all these are discussed in this video. Okay, first of all, let's we discuss about what is ideal gas and real gas. Okay, ideal gas. Ideal gas means the gas which obeys all gas laws. All gas laws like Boyle's law. Boyle's law means P, according to Boyle's law, P is pressure of the gas is inversely proportional to volume. Okay, the gas which obeys the Boyle's law and Charles law. Charles law means V is directly proportional to T, and Avogadro's law, V is directly proportional to N. If any gas obeys these three laws, Boyle's law, Charles law and Avogadro's law, are simply we call the gas which follow this simple ideal gas law, PV is equal to nRT at all temperature and pressure, at all conditions, then that gas is called ideal gas equation. Ideal gas equation. Okay, simply the gas which follows the Boyle's law, Charles law, Avogadro's law, or the gas which obeys the PV is equal nRT ideal gas equation at all temperature and all pressures, that gas is called ideal gas. That gas is called ideal gas. Next one is real gas. Real gas means the gas which does not obeys. The gas which does not obeys is Boyle's law, Charles law, Avogadro's law, or ideal gas equation, that is nothing but PV is equal to nRT at all temperatures and pressures, all conditions. That is called real gas. Which obeys gas laws at all conditions is called ideal gas. Which does not obeys, it is called real gas. That is the simple difference between the ideal gas and real gases. Ideal gases and real gases. Okay, that is the simple difference. Okay, let's we discuss about the van der Waals gas equation. Van der Waals gas equation is derived from the ideal gas equation, that is equal to PV is equal to nRT. In 1867, he just adjusted this ideal gas equation to introduce the new equation. That equation is called van der Waals gas equation. He just made some corrections in its volume and pressure, that is pressure correction, and second one is volume correction. First one is pressure correction, second one is volume correction. Okay, here according to van der Waals, the real gas has some forces of attractions as well as repulsions. Some forces of attractions as well as repulsions. Okay, if you take one gas in a container with volume of V, at very high pressure or at very low temperature, the gas molecules are come closer to each other. We know that. Generally, here these gas molecules are having some forces of attractions as well as repulsions. Some forces of attractions as well as repulsions. If you take attractive forces are present in that gas molecules attractive forces are present in the gas molecules. Here, the pressure is produced in these gas molecules due to collisions with walls of the container or collisions with each other. Collisions with walls of the container or collisions with one molecule with another molecule or walls of the container. We know that. Okay, here if the force of attraction is very high, the force of attraction is very high, it means the pressure produced due to the collision with walls of the container is decreased. It means if the attraction force is very high, if this molecule is collide with this molecule, if attraction force is very high, this never goes to back with high speed. That's why it doesn't, this molecule does not collide with walls of the container. Automatically pressure is reduced. Pressure is reduced. That's why we have to add P ideal pressure. P ideal pressure. He made pressure correction due to this force of attraction. Actual pressure is decreased due to more attraction forces. Due to more attraction forces. Due to more attraction forces, the pressure produced by the walls of the container is not produced. That's why total pressure is decreased. If the attraction forces are more, pressure is decreased. That's why he introduced a correction factor. That correction factor is equal to P ideal. Ideal pressure is equal to P real pressure plus AN square by V. This is called pressure correction. This equation is called pressure correction. And next one is volume correction. If repulsive forces are present in that molecules, automatically some immobilized area is developed around them. If this molecule is come closer to at this much only, it cannot allow to in this space. Similarly, every molecule has around has some immobilized space. That space is restricted space. In that space, no one molecule is entered in that space due to the repulsion forces. Actually, we considered this entire container volume as that gas volume. Due to that, some of the area is restricted to freely mobilized. Freely mobilized. Due to that, we have to reduce that area. If you correct this volume, so P ideal volume is equal to, here now we can make the volume correction. V ideal volume is equal to V real volume plus V real volume minus NB. Here N is equal to number of moles. B and A are called volume corrections and pressure correction factors. Volume correction factors and pressure correction factors. These A and B values depends upon type of molecules. A and B value depends upon type of molecules as well as conditions. Okay, A and B values are the constant values. These constant values are depends upon either nature of the gas or conditions, temperature and pressure of the gas. Okay. Here the units of A is equal to pressure correction factor is equal to ATM liter square mole square minus square inverse square mole inverse square. These are the units of A. Okay, and units of B is equal to liter mole inverse. These are the units of B. So the values of A and B depends upon the forces of attractions and, for example, for non-polar molecules, here the values of A and B is very less. Values of A and B is less. So what I am saying here, the value of A and B is directly proportional to the value of A and B is directly proportional to polarity. The value of A and B is directly proportional to polarity of the molecule. The polarity of molecule is increased, A and B values are increased. Okay, like that. So for example, like N2, okay, like N2, O2, like that molecules, the A and B values are very high. For example, H2, helium, like these molecules, the value of A and B are very less. Okay, like this, he can make the new equation that is called Van der Waals gas equation. That Van der Waals gas equation is nothing but P plus An square by V square into V minus NB is equal to nRT. P plus An square by V square minus V minus NB is equal to nRT. This equation is called Van der Waals gas equation. This equation is called Van der Waals gas equation. Okay. Okay. Let's we discuss about this Van der Waals gas equation at different conditions, like non-polar molecules at very high pressure, at very low pressure, like that. Okay, at different conditions, for 1 mole of gas, already we derived the Van der Waals gas equation from the ideal gas equation by the simple modifications like pressure and volume corrections, like that. That equation is P plus An square by V square into V minus NB is equal to nRT. For 1 mole of gas, for 1 mole of gas means N is equal to 1. Then the above equation is can be written as P plus A by V square into V minus B is equal to RT. Okay, this equation is called Van der Waals gas equation for 1 mole of the gas. Here, if you rewrite this equation for non-polar molecules means if we take non-polar molecules, the force of attraction is very less. That's why there is no change in their pressure correction. For these non-polar molecules, A by V square becomes to 0. Why? Because here there is no force of attraction. Means there is no need to pressure correction. That's why A by V square becomes to 0. In that case, simply we can write like this. This Van der Waals equation can be, we can write the P into V minus B is equal to RT. It means PV minus PB is equal to RT. PV is equal to RT plus PB. This equation for non-polar molecule. This equation is suitable for this is the new expression for Van der Waals gas equation for non-polar molecules. 1 mole of non-polar molecules like H2, helium, like these gases follows this gas law, this Van der Waals gas law. Okay, clear? This is about the Van der Waals gas law expression for the 1 mole of non-polar gas molecules like H2, helium, like that. Okay. Okay, let's we discuss about the Van der Waals gas equation in higher pressure region. Here, in case of higher pressure region, the entire term P plus A by V square is approximately equal to P. Then this Van der Waals gas equation simply we can write like P into V minus B is equal to RT, like this. From all these conclusions, we can conclude that at very high pressure or at very high temperature, all real gases behaves as a ideal gases. You remember this point. At a very high pressure or at very high temperature, all real gases behaves as a ideal gases. Ideal gases. Okay, this is about the Van der Waals gas equation. Van der Waals gas equation. Okay, thank you.